Oh, good morning. It's Nick from Hudat Travel, and it is super early. I am in Chicago, and I'm heading to LA, and I actually got an upgrade, so I want to bring you along on what it is like on United Polaris First Class from Chicago to LA. Come along. All right, so we are leaving through C10. This is one of the dual areas, so you have C10A over there. So I am in boarding group 1 and heading through C10 here. We have made it to our seat, and if you have seen my Tahiti video, well, you've already seen these seats. However, you notice there's something missing there. You don't get any of the amenities here. I do have a window seat, which means I have one of these fancy windows. And being in the Dreamliner, these windows actually have shades that, as you notice, that's getting darker right now. I'm pushing that little button, and that gets darker and darker and darker because it's actually a photosensitive. So it runs through electricity and dims your amount of light coming in. So we'll do a little tour here. Of course, we have our plugs here. We got a reading light up here. We have our storage for the United headphones for the entertainment. Little reading light there. We have our control that has the control of our infotainment. Over here, we have our seat controls. You can lay back all the way. Of course, you do have to be upright for takeoff and landing. Your different controls for your legs, your lumbar, your lights, nighttime, and then we have, of course, the infotainment. Up here we have a spot for a coat hanger. We've got USB. This slot right here is wonderful to be able to put a tablet, phone, that kind of stuff. You've got your pull-out here table with a little stand for tablets and whatnot here. And then legroom wise, well, I am 6 foot tall and I kind of short legs, but still have plenty of room for my legs here. And then, of course, the aisleway, little storage spot for stuff here. And then, of course, if you remember or haven't seen my videos before, these do have a shoulder belt that you have to do with your normal seatbelt. That just connects onto the belt here. So you do have to wear that for takeoff and landing. A lot of the times I will go ahead and remove that. To take a look at what we've got here, do English here, and then we've got departure, meal service, and then arrival. As I said, we're going in LAX, so we'll show you what the meal service is like. And then we've got our touchscreen here. This has not been upgraded. However, I have not sat on the window side, so we actually do have window control here as well for the. Oh, we got an announcement here. So you can call the flight attendants, and we're actually coming through for orders. So we'll just a moment. All right, back to this here. We've got our to be able to call them. We've got our light control. With the light control, actually, turn on and off. And then in the menu here, relax mode will actually kind of give you different audio. And then the one I'm looking for, you can actually tell them to wake you up for food. So we've got weather, different information here, your maps, and of course movies. So back to this here, we've got our to be able to call them, we've got our light control. With the light control, actually, turn on and off. And then in the menu here, relax mode will actually kind of give you different audio. And then the one I'm looking for, you can actually tell them to wake you up for food. So we've got weather, different information here, your maps, and of course movies. So a couple things I forgot to show. Yeah, you did get a pre-flight beverage as well. So they came around and did that. Not sure if I'm going to get an order or not. I was not in my seat when they, I think, went around. So we'll see what my options are for breakfast. So, but overall, so far, flight attendants have been wonderfully nice. The captain actually came on and gave us a briefing beforehand. It was a little long to redo the plane coming in from Honolulu, so we got a briefing when we were still waiting in the concourse. So we are just about ready to push back, and I'll show you around. For those of you who have not been on a 787 Dreamliner or are not familiar, it is a 1-to-1 configuration, which means every seat has aisle access. However, something to note is the odd aisles have a larger throughput than the even aisles. As you can see, the even aisles have a very small area right here, where the odd one has a very large one. So if you have kids, you probably want the odd seats. Just a good tip for you. Alright, so this is the largest bathroom I think I've ever been on in any plane. So let me show you around here. This is when you're in Polaris, you do get the Sunday Riley face mist. There is a garment relaxer or garment groom and hand cream, as well as your standard soap. But I am a big guy. I am standing up and I have room. So you have your normal toilet. They actually have a seat here to be able to tie your shoes, and then also the baby changing, and a full-length mirror. Yeah, largest bathroom I've ever been in. This is the A side, so if you're looking at the front of the plane, it's the left-hand side. Yeah, awesome. Well, all right, back to the seat, and I think I've got drinks coming. As I got back to my seat, I have my Sprite and a mimosa. Yeah, I actually asked for the larger glass. Well, they asked me. So, we'll sit back and relax and watch a little bit more John Wick. Alright, so for breakfast we have crepes with what looks like blueberry. I have a vanilla yogurt. Nice little croissant. And then we have some fresh fruit. So I'll let you know how it is after I eat it. Well, I'm just about an hour and a half into the flight, and just giving you an update. The food, not my favorite. The crepe was very gluey and very hot to begin with, so I ended up letting it cool down. It just wasn't my favorite. The croissant, very nice, fluffy, fruit, normal fruit. I didn't have the yogurt, not a giant yogurt fan, so overall, the food was not my favorite. So we're going to continue on here. The service has been great, been offered drinks, all the time. So overall, real wonderful there. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, and I'll continue to update you on my trip to LA. Well, my flight was pretty uneventful. We are just about to land. So overall, how was my flight experience? Well, good. Is it worth paying a ton of extra money to be in the lay flat beds? Well, you kind of feel cheapened because you only get it for about 3.5 hours from Chicago to LA, so that's kind of nice that you get to do it. But would I spend a bunch of extra money to do this? Well, no. Being upgraded is nice. I have status because I fly a bunch, as you guys notice, for work and also for pleasure. So, but overall, it was a nice time. I probably would be just as comfortable in the premium economy, and actually, being that I have status, I can actually book those seats, and actually that's what I have. So if you're on a 787 with United, I do suggest that you take a look and try to get those seats in the 20s, the high 20s, because those are the premium economy. And then, of course, getting upgraded is always a plus too. So overall, great time in United as usual. Being on the Dreamliner is really a nice time. I do like it. They do humidify the air a little bit more. As you can see, I've got my normal Bose headphones on, and been watching my movies. So time to get to work, and I hope that you did enjoy this video. I hope it helped seeing what a domestic flight on the 787 is like. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the the video. If you did, of course, give it a huge thumbs up. Smash that like button. That's what you're into. It does help with the YouTube algorithms to help share my videos to other people. And then, of course, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when I release new content. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.